So a cube of sides 40 mm rests on HP on an edge which is inclined to VP at 30 degrees. Draw the projections when the lateral square face containing the edge on which it rests. It makes an angle of 50 degrees to HP. Since it is resting on HP, so obviously we have to start the cube from the problem from HP. Since it is a cube, all the sides are equal. That is, the base edge is a square of the base is a square of 40 mm, and also the height is also a 40 mm side. So since it is resting on an edge, so edge which is resting on HP has to be perpendicular to VP. So it is PS and QR are the two edges which are perpendicular to VP. So that is PS and QR are the two edges which are perpendicular to VP. So then when you look from the top view, ABCD is near to the observer, so it is visible. So ABCD is visible, and also PQRS is at the bottom. So PQRS is at the bottom side. So you're going to get it is in bracket. PQRS is in bracket. So when you look from the front view, ABCD is near AB, PQ are near to the observer. So A dash, B dash is visible, and also P dash, Q dash is visible. And when you look from the front view, C and D, R and S. So C dash and D dash, R dash and S dash becomes invisible. So when you look from the front view, we can see the height of the cube. So we can see the height of the cube here. So here also you are going to get a square, and here also you are going to get a square. So coming back to this orthographic view, here draw a vertical line of 40 mm side, and then you draw another 40 mm side. So you complete the square here. So name them ABCD as the top surface, and PQRS is at the bottom surface. Now when you project it from the top view, and when you project to the front view, so here at the base, P and Q is near to the observer, so P dash, Q dash is visible, and R and S is away from the observer, so R dash, S dash is going to become invisible. So then from here you draw a vertical line of 40 mm side, because the height is also 40, because since it is a cube. So you are going to get the height as 40 mm, and this complete this square here also. So here in the top surface, A dash, when you take the top surface, AB is near to the observer, so A dash, B dash is visible, and C dash, D dash is away from the observer, so it becomes invisible. So now he says one of the lateral square face. Which is the lateral square face? The lateral square face is B dash, C dash and Q dash, R dash. A lateral is the one wherein it is perpendicular to HP is called the lateral square face. The lateral square face is BC and QR. Similarly here AD and PS. These are the lateral square faces which are perpendicular to VP and also the perpendicular to HP. So you are getting a line here also, and you are getting a vertical line. Now the lateral square face containing the edge on which it rests. So if it is resting on Q dash, R dash, the lateral square face will be C dash, B dash, Q dash, R dash. Containing the edge on which it rests makes an angle of 50 degrees to HP. So that means we need to rotate this edge, that is B dash, C dash, Q dash, R dash has to be rotated by an angle of 50 degrees to HP. Now we are going to see that. So now here, since it is resting on one of the base edges, so you are going to rest on Q dash, R dash. So the Q dash, R dash is resting on XY line. So then you draw a line inclined at 50 degrees to HP, because this is the lateral square face, which is B dash, C dash, Q dash, R dash. So this is the lateral square face, which is Q dash, R dash, B dash, C. This is the lateral square face containing the edge, on which the edge containing that is QR. Makes an angle of 50 degrees. So from this point, consider any point on this XY line, and then draw a line inclined at 50 degrees to XY line, and you measure the length by using the compass from Q dash to P dash. From Q dash you cut an arc on this to get this point B dash, C dash. So by using the protractor you measure an angle of 90 degree with respect to Q dash, B dash, and then draw a perpendicular line to this inclined line. Similarly from this point also you draw a perpendicular to this inclined line. Then you measure the length from Q dash to P dash. From Q dash you cut an arc on this. and similarly you measure the distance from B dash to A dash. From B dash we are going to cut this arc. But both will going to have the same length. So then name them A dash D dash, P dash S dash. Then complete the view here, exactly the similar one what you have in the front view of the first position. So you are going to complete the square here. Then to this you need to write the top view. Then draw a vertical projector from Q dash R dash and draw a horizontal projector from QR to get this point QR. Similarly, draw a vertical projector from B dash C dash and draw a horizontal projector from D and C to get this point B and C. Similarly, draw a vertical projector from A dash D dash and draw a horizontal projector from AD to get this point AD. And then draw a vertical projector from P dash S dash and draw a horizontal projector from PS to get this point. Then you complete the join between ABCD, then also PQRS. So that completes the top view by continuous thin lines. Now we have to apply the boundary condition. All the exterior edges of the boundaries of the solids are visible. So which is that PS, PB, BC and CS, which is darker this. Then when you look from the top view, ABCD is near to the observer. So AD will going to become visible. That is, when you look from the top view, ABCD is near to the observer, so it becomes visible. So ABCD is visible. Then when you look from the top view, AD, PS becomes visible. That is, AD and PS will going to become visible. So AD and PS will going to become visible. So you dark this AD also. Then the one which is left out is only between Q dash QR. So this surface is visible and this surface is visible. So these two surfaces hiding this edge Q dash R dash. In other words, if an edge or a corner which is on XY line in the front view is always invisible in the top view. So applying that condition, so here QR will going to become a dotted line. Now the edge which is resting on HP makes an angle of 30 degrees to VP. So which is the edge which is resting on HP? Q dash R dash, which is on XY line. So which is that edge is parallel to HP. So now you have got the two lengths here, the QR. So since the inclination given is also a true inclination, so you transfer it directly. So first you rewrite the same sketch by rotating at an angle of 30 degrees with respect to the XY line. So consider any point on the XY line and by using the protractor you measure an angle of 30 degrees and draw a inclined line. Then you measure the length from, because since it is the true inclination and QR is also the true length, you measure the length by using the compass, the distance between Q and R. Consider any point on the 30 degree line and mark that point Q and R, name them. Then through Q you draw a perpendicular and also through R also you draw a perpendicular, because all these lines are perpendicular to the QR line. So from Q, by using the protractor you measure an angle of 90 degree with respect to the inclined line of QR and then draw a perpendicular line to QR. Similarly, draw with RS center, measure the radius, by using the protractor you measure an angle of 90 degree with respect to the inclined line QR and then draw a perpendicular line to QR. Then from R you measure the length with respect to C. From R you cut an arc on this to get this point C. Similarly, from R you measure the length up to RS. From R you cut an arc on this to get this point. Then you measure the length from C to D. From C you cut an arc on this to get this point D. Then similarly you measure the length from Q to B. From Q you cut an arc on this side to get this point B. Similarly from B you measure the length up to Q. From B you cut an arc on this to get this point P. Similarly from B you measure the length up to A. From B you cut an arc on this to get this point A. Then complete the view of the third position top view. Finish the third position top view exactly the same similar to that of second position top view, including both visible and invisible edges. So you complete with dark lines and also hidden edge dark lines. Then we need to write the front view. So draw a vertical projector from Q and R to the XY line, because Q dash R dash is an XY line. So it intersects at the point Q dash and R dash. Then similarly draw a horizontal projector from P dash S dash and draw a vertical projector from P and also from S to meet at this point P dash and S dash. Then similarly draw a horizontal projector from A dash D dash and draw a vertical projector from A to intersect at this point A, and similarly from D to intersect at the point D dash. Similarly, draw a horizontal projector from B dash C dash and draw a vertical projector from B and C to intersect at B dash and C dash. Then join A dash to B dash to C dash to D dash and D dash to A dash with a continuous thin line. Similarly, join between P dash to Q dash to R dash to S dash and S dash to P dash with a continuous thin line. Then join between A dash to P dash, then join between B dash to Q dash, then join between C dash to R dash and join between D dash to S dash. All these edges have been joined with a continuous thin lines. Now we will going to apply the condition of visibility. So here all the exterior edges of the first condition is all the exterior edges of the boundaries of the solids are visible. So start from Q dash R dash, then R dash to S dash, then S dash to D dash and D dash to A dash and A dash to B dash and B dash to Q dash. So dark them with a continuous line, dark line. Then similarly, when you look from the front view, PQRS is near to the observer. So when you look from the front view, PQRS is near to the observer, so it becomes visible. So you dark between S dash to P dash and P dash to Q dash. Now we have completed till here. Now we have left out with P dash AP, P dash A dash. So here from the point P dash, since P dash is not on the boundary, since from the point P dash there are three edges are emanating out. One is P dash S dash and the other one is P dash Q dash and the other one is P dash A dash. Now from P dash S dash is visible and P dash Q dash is visible. So naturally P dash S dash is also P dash A dash is also becomes visible. So you dark them. Once you dark this line, similarly now if you see C dash B dash is crossing the visible edge A dash P dash. So naturally C dash P dash B dash will going to become invisible because two visible edges can never cross each other. Similarly, if you consider C dash R dash, here C dash R dash is crossing the visible edge P dash S dash. So naturally C dash R dash becomes invisible. From the point C dash, we have three edges which are emanating out. One is C dash B dash, C dash R dash and C dash D dash. Since C dash B dash and C dash R dash is already invisible edges, so naturally C dash R dash is also becomes invisible. So this is how we will be able to complete the visibility and invisibility in the third position front view. So now the final solution for this problem is we can analyze it. Here a cube of 40 mm side rests on HP such that a lateral square face containing the edge on which it rests makes an angle of 50 degree to HP and the edge on which it rests makes an angle of 30 degrees with VP. So Q dash R dash is the edge which is resting on HP, so that will go to makes an angle of 30 degrees to HP. The lateral square face which is containing that edge, which is B dash C dash and Q dash R dash, makes an angle of 50 degree with respect to the HP. Since we have considered all the criteria and hence our problem is right. Thank you.